And it's the start here of Game 3 of the NBA Finals. 2K Sports postseason presentation of the NBA, and it's tied 1-1. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, with Allie LaForce reporting courtside. And now the opening lineup for Boston. Adebayo is out there with Bailey. And there's Hill. Then there's Robertson. And it's Farrell in at point. And for the Rockets, we've got Goodrich. Moody is out there with Lister. And there's Hill. And it's Hayward in at the point guard position. You look at the Celtics. Their home crowd is fired up for this Game 3. You can certainly feel it here in the arena. These finals have been even. 1-1 so far. So tonight is huge.
I mean, walking around the city today, all of the talk is about this series. I expect a loud arena. And watching warm-ups, I'll tell you what, this team is fired up.
They get the rebound. Boston shooting their first shot. That one misses, and the Rockets making a change here. Evans is checked in. No good at the strike this time. The second misses also. Hill kicks to Evans. Pass to Lister. And they pick up two.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. Not there.
Robertson, good.
He's just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Outside Hill. And just about a minute into the first quarter. And Hill throws it down.
Incredible reverse throwdown. Excellent body control.
And guys, I'd even go as far to say that was a punctuation dunk.
Memorable. Keep that one in the career highlight reel for sure.
Here's Farrell. And the layup is good.
He gets it where he wants it and takes it up strong.
And here's Houston. They lost their last game on Tuesday.
What a duel that was. Exciting all the way to the end. Really a shame someone had to walk away with an L.
I tell you, it's too bad one of them had to lose because I thought both teams were evenly matched in that game.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Down low. And Adebayo throws it down.
This is how Adebayo typically gets his points. Off the roll, off the lob, or off the glass.
Evans feeling it out a bit. Hill against Hill. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Goodrich. And Houston again with the bucket.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Here's Adebayo. Rockets with the rebound.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
And it's Houston with another.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with the pass.
And Billy Donovan wants a timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Houston making some changes. Dottier's checked in, and Woolrich subbed in for Goodrich. Then for the Celtics, Holland, he's checked in for Robertson. And Allen subbed in for Farrell. Celtics trail by 4. Outside Hill. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
Getting close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Outside, Woolridge. Outside Hill. 1:25 left in the first. Here's Woolridge. From outside, off the mark. Boston's gone 0-2 from deep here. And here's a nice one-handed slam.
That is not possible. What we just... Is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said.
He's one of the few players in the NBA who can pull something like that off.
Hill against Evans. Fires the three. The shot that time, not on target. Hill with some nice D. And it's Hill with the jam.
Can't be thrown any better. That bounce pass hit him right in stride.
There's 47 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Outside, Woolridge. Moody finds Evans. Outside, Woolridge. It's tipped. Comes up, and it's Hill with the jam.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you know you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Evans outside. Outside Hill. And the three ball is good. Hill's got 7. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Houston on top, up by 1. We'll be back shortly, live from Houston, Texas. And it's time for more of the NBA Finals on 2K Sports. What a time of year. And guys, for the Rockets, what jumps out to you from a number standpoint?
You know, I think they're going to be happy with how they played here early on.
I agree with you. I mean, they hit the ground running, had a strong start to the game, but they're hoping they can manage the rest of the way.
On the court right now for the Celtics. Allen is out there with Whitehead. Then there's Robertson. Then there's Holland. And it's Blair in at the 4 slot. Houston leading by 3. Pass to Evans. Drives to the hoop. It's stolen by Allen. Pushing it up. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Very pretty alley-oop layup.
Oh, just a picture-perfect alley-oop. You gotta love that one.
A little surprised, Greg. He didn't go for the big slam, but it works just the same.
It actually almost makes it a little more special. Grace over power is how I would look at it.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
And Billy Donovan wants a timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. making a switch here. Farrell's checked in. And here is Robertson. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Here's Blair. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
I wouldn't count on him missing the mid-range shot again. That's a good look for him.
Outside, Woolridge. And Woolridge with the stop.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go. Baby, it is showtime.
And why not? A little salt in the wound. The more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys reeling and on the road.
Here's Farrell. The Rockets taking the shot. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Hill is checked in for the Rockets. Bailey's checked in for the Celtics. Hill comes in for Allen. Rockets leading by 5. Right the pass to Goodrich. Now here is Hill. Pass to Woolridge. Houston moving it around. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. The shot misses.
You wonder where was the defense that time, but they got lucky.
Collins kicks to Hill. Robertson a screen on Lister. Pass to Holland. Hill with it. 6 points for him. And Holland gets it to go.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Here's Lister. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there.
Well, I tell you what, guys, this is really getting close to being real ugly.
Textbook, nice pass, great catch, even better finish.
And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Houston making some changes. Long's checked in, and it's Evans in for Woolridge. And the Celtics also making a change. Blair's checked in. .131 left here in the second. Hill finds Evan. And here's White. Pass to Hill. To the inside. Here's Long. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building. Here's
Bailey. There's the pick. Launches a three. Evans with the rebound. And it's Evans with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Houston Rockets. 4-point game. Hill, no good.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Moody's checked in for the Rockets. Goodrich comes in for Evans. Robertson, he's checked in for Boston. Bam Adebayo comes in for Holland. Celtics trail by 4. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Farrell. He's guarded by Hill. And Hill over to help. Here's the three. Pass to Bailey. Farrell, that's a two-pointer. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Farrell's got his second basket.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Yeah, don't give them another possession here.
Here's Hill, and he uses the glass on the layup.
And he found the soft spot in the D on that possession.
Here's Robertson, and the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Robertson's got 4 points this quarter.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice success.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Rockets lead by 2. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Run. You're thinking about the shot. One more time, a round of applause.
Welcome all. Game 3, and it's a real halftime cliffhanger for the Houston Rockets.
Without the points they've gotten off the bench, this game wouldn't be as close as it is. Can you count on that in the second half? It's debatable, man.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see who's in the game for them down the stretch. Looking at how the Celtics are doing in this series, they say, and I don't know who they are, that a playoff series hasn't started until somebody loses at home. They've done that. So, Jet, any concern?
No, not yet. Still plenty of basketball left.
And to win tonight, you got to retake that home court advantage, and they just got to stay confident.
I like it. You guys can give me a pep talk anytime. And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Harlan and the crew for the second half.
And we're back with you, all set to bring you more action from Game 3. Cool hands really making a difference here.
And with all the pressure he must have felt coming into this one, it didn't faze him one bit. Fantastic start.
Yeah, you know, I think he relishes the pressure, especially in a big game like this one. He really eats that stuff up.
And it's the Rockets with the ball. The lead is 2. We've got Lister. He's out there with Moody. Hill is out there with Goodrich. And it's Hayward in at the 1 spot. That's the 5 for Houston right now. Pass to Lister. Over Adebayo. And it's Lister missing. Boston shooting 61%, showing all the indications of an offense that is locked in. It's back to Hill. Now here's Adebayo. Farrell for 3. Knocks down the 3 ball. Farrell's got the first basket of the second half here for the Celtics. Pass to Goodrich. Hot pass to Hayward. And Hayward in the stuff.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other.
Man, I tell you what, guys, that's a big play to make in a close game. Potential momentum builder there.
Farrell for 3. The Rockets pull it in. Hill up top. He's got 9. Pass to Moody. It's back to Hill. A three-pointer, no good. Boston's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Ball movement by Boston. The three from Hill. The rebound by Lister.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Outside Hill. Cans it from downtown. And now a 4-point Rocket lead.
It's been a good night for him overall and a good night for this team.
To the left wing. Outside, Adebayo. Boston, no good that time either.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Here's Robertson, and yes, it's good. Robertson's got 8.
And that's why you don't let him get positioned deep in the post.
Exactly. I mean, once he's got the ball in that area, the battle's already lost.
For 3, Hayward. Hill pulls it in. And so it's Hill with it. He brings it up for Boston. Trailing by 2. Farrell gets the bucket.
His performance today has just been so important. What a luxury to have a guy that's that dependable.
There's 1:59 left to play here in the third. Inside, here's Hill, and Hill throws it down.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think.
That's exactly how you send it. 2 hands and down.
Pass to Bailey. For the lead. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. And here's Hayward. Outside Hill. Hayward with a screen for Hill. Back to Hayward. 1:09 left in the third. An easy 2 points on the layup. Now it's a 4-point Houston lead.
Important point there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
And Billy Donovan wants a timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Gautier's checked in, and Woolridge subbed in for Moody. The Celtics also changing it up. Blair's checked in, and it's Howland in for Bailey. Celtics trail by 4. Pass to Blair. Here's Howland. Hill passes to Blair, and it's good for 2. Blair's got his first 2 points of the night.
Well, that's the goal of pick and roll. Get that separation you need.
There's 39 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Williamson is checked in for Hill. Boston also with the sub. Whitehead's checked in for Hill. Celtics have gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. Here's Whitehead. Still scoreless. There's 21 seconds left in the third quarter. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Blair. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Blair's got his second bucket of the night.
That is good offense, unselfish play.
Third quarter comes to a close, and a battle brings it to a tie. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Hey, that was a high-level pass no matter what position it came from. But it does make it stand out a little more when it's made by the big fella.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far with this fourth quarter. Sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. And a look at the 5 for the Celtics to start the fourth quarter. We've got Allen. Bailey out there with Holland. And it's Blair in at center. Here's Bailey. Lays it up and banks it in. Bailey's got the lead up to 2 now for Boston.
And that's right in his wheelhouse. Looking to make an impact when it counts.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
To the middle. Out to Hayward. Some nice passing there by Houston. Lister with a screen on Allen. Hayward passes to Lister. Over Blair. And it's Lister missing. And so Allen will bring it up now for the Boston Celtics. Blair, the pass to Farrell. Lets it go from 11. And there are the Celtics with another basket.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as you can take him.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind a layup. Come on now. My goodness.
Blair, the pass to Bailey. Here's Farrell. Defended by Hayward. Pass to Bailey. Here's Holland. A 3-ball. The rebound by Lister. Lister's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Nice execution down low.
And that's what we're used to him doing, but he really just hasn't had that typical impact offensively. If they keep getting him touches, this game won't be tied for long.
And the timeout called here by Billy Donovan. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. Celtics making a switch here. Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Billy Donovan was saying to the team. They said in the huddle, this is it. No excuses. Let's figure out a way to win. A couple of players spoke as well, firing up their teammates. A great ending could be in store, guys.
Okay, Allie, thank you. Outside Hill. Adebayo outside. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Oh, great touch off the pass.
I understand we're seeing some high-powered offense, but you've got to put up a little more resistance than that.
Come on now, look. Sit back and enjoy the fireworks. Nothing better than good offense.
8 feet out. And they pick up the 2.
Well, once he gets on a roll, there isn't a lot you can do to slow him down.
Celtics have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. The 3 is off.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Bucket.
Clutch play there. No reason to risk the jumper when you can get to the rack.
Yeah, you want to get those sure things down the stretch, and that close to the bucket, he is a sure thing.
Personal foul. First team foul. At the line for your Rockets, Hayward. At the line, shooting 1.
Guys, that was critical. I mean, that's what we're used to seeing out of him, though, at moments like this.
Celtics trail by 3. Here's Bailey. 1:25 left in the game. Yeah, count it.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Hey, defense is taking a back burner, secondary on the marquee, but who doesn't love a game like this? Let's go. I like offense.
This team really feeds off of one another in terms of their energy.
Perhaps the case simply that some kind of motivational speeches at halftime got both of these teams fired up.
Houston leading by 3. Hayward. And here's Farrell. He'll bring it up to the Boston Celtics. On D. He kills the 3.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game? Yes.
And you're going to take as many of those high percentage shots as you can get.
And here's Boston. Wrestlers a 3. Does not go in. And they go to the intentional foul.
Personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for your Rockets, Hill. 2 shots.
Drops the first one, and that puts them up by 5. Second one is good. We both at the line. It's a 6-point ball game.
Those free throws right there now give them a little bit of breathing room.
And Billy Donovan decides to call timeout. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. space. Bailey missed on the three. So they foul intentionally. It's the first that makes it a 7-point lead. And so he drops them both. It's an 8-point game.
Not enough ticks left on the clock to save them tonight.
Not by a long shot. It's all but official.
Shoots the three. And it misses. So we see the Rockets get the win here. And they've edged in front in the series after an outstanding performance here in Game 3.
Kevin, it sure was. When teams split the first two games of a series, Game 3 means everything. They're going into Game 4 now, riding that high after this win.
Well, that'll do it. Thanks for joining us for Game 3 of the NBA Finals. And so now, for Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. But first, let's reveal our player of the game, Cool Hands.
That I'm better off with you, I'll stay. Like a carnival, holding on to midnight. Like a carnival, holding on forever. Like a carnival, let's celebrate.
It's Game 4 of the NBA Finals. The Houston Rockets have set the tone of the series up 2-1. Can they maintain their composure and take a commanding 3-1 lead? Now, the test awaits as they face off against the Celtics. The NBA postseason coming up next.
It's the NBA Finals on 2K Sports. The championship is almost within reach, and with the series standing at 2-1, we could be looking at a make-or-break game. Moments away, it'll be the Houston Rockets going up against the Boston Celtics. I'm Brian Anderson, here with Grant Hill and Stan Van Gundy. And with us on the sidelines, we've got Allie LaForce. Looking at the starting five for the Boston Celtics. They've got Bam Adebayo. He's out there with Bailey. And it's Robertson in at the center position. And for Houston, they've got Moody. And it's Lister in at the 4. Taking a look at Boston, the top seed coming into this final series. But they've had their hands full.
They really have. I mean, trailing coming into this game, too. It's critical they even the score tonight to make it a best-of-3 series.
Here we go. So Boston will get the first possession. Here's Farrell. Pass to Bailey. Now Hill. The kick out to Adebayo. 4-3. Can't get his first shot of the game to fall.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line. Come on now, guys. That's flat out insane.
Hey, when's the last time you saw a jam like that? Thanks to the AT&T Connected Cam for the up-close and personal view of that slam. Hill with it. Outside Adebayo. Here's Bailey. The rebound by Moody.
That's a defender doing just enough to cause a miss on the layup.
Here's Hayward. And off target. He starts the game 0 for 1. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Pass to Robertson. Here's Farrell. Nice ball movement by Boston. Jacks up a 3. Kept alive. For 3. Count it. And that shot gets him in the books. He's 1 for 3.
Well, it took them 4 tries to get their first bucket. Let's see if they can build off that.
Pass to Lister. Here's Goodrich. Launches the 3. Rebound by Robertson.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Outside, Hill. The top of the key jumper is on the mark.
Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
Back to Hayward. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Out to the right wing. Here's Goodrich. Pass to Hill. It's not going to go for him. Good work defensively by Hill. Here's Bailey. Yep, that one goes.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
Back to Hayward. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
Well, that's a smart pass in close quarter.
And so Billy Donovan calls timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan.
It may be a players' league, but the coaches obviously play a big part as well.
And this is when a coach earns his paycheck. Analyze the situation and give your players the information they need to succeed.
So both teams changing it up here. During the playoffs, the NBA leaders in shooting from the floor. .149 left in the first quarter. Pass to Adebayo. Out left to the wing. Here's Bailey. Now Adebayo. Moody defends. Adebayo, that's good.
Well, Adebayo makes his living on the interior. He's so dangerous close to the bucket.
Hayward outside. Here's Woolridge. Pass to Hill. 1:11 left to play in the first. Over to the left wing. Takes the three. He can't get that one to fall. Boston leading by 5. Outside, Hill. Adebayo. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
He hasn't been quick enough to react to the ball inside. That's helped cause this run.
Houston has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Outside, Hill. No good on the three.
Yeah, not at his most efficient this quarter. He's got to work on finding high percentage shots.
8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Allen. Here's Bailey. 20 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Allen can't get it to go. And he lobs it up to the rim. Alley-oop on top, hammer it home.
I would imagine it's nearly impossible to not get fired up after that play.
Grant, check these guys out on the bench. Their reaction says it all. They are fired up. And that does it for the first quarter. It's the Celtics leading by 5. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And we welcome you back to Game 4, folks. Thanks for joining us. And for Boston guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, I think it's pretty obvious they were well prepared defensively coming in.
KYP, know your personnel. So far, good attention to the scouting report.
And it's Woolridge in at the shooting guard position. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets. Lets it fly. And another basket for Houston.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard.
Pass to Robertson. They set a pick. Allen outside. Here's Blair.
Lead the fadeaway. There's an example of style.
Lights out. The pass to Thurman. Can't get it to go. Missed his first one.
And it didn't register as an official block, but he did everything you want in disrupting that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
Whitehead, shot is good.
That's 3 buckets in a row off assist.
Rockets trail by 7. And so the timeout by J.B. Bickerstaff here. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Deciding to change it up. over a minute and a half into the second quarter. Here's Goodrich. He's scoreless. Right side White. Pass to Goodrich. Allen outside. Here's Holland. Here's Farrell. Over Hayward. Offensive rebound. Great positioning on the putback.
You know, they're really being bullied right now defensively. 8 of the last 10 points have come from inside.
And here in the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played. Boston leading by 9. Allen outside.